My name is Ezilii, and welcome to my Jurassic World Evolution review. But first, I must disclose I was given this copy by Frontier Development to make this and other content. Let's begin. First, let's talk about the simplicity.
That is a textbook example of doing it right.
Exactly, right?
Whoa! Here we go. Your rep is off the charts. So you're getting a reward for the entertainment division for your work on Isla Mananceros.
My goodness, are we not doing it right? So let's talk about this. If you like Planet Coaster, because you can make everything to your heart's desire, this game might not be your fit. Because in that game, you build everything from scratch, or you look up in the workshop and find something that fits whatever is in your head. This, you have a set of buildings that you use to manage your park. This is a park management game themed around Jurassic Park. This game does a lot of things really, really well. First of all, let's talk about the user interface. It's crisp and clean and easy to read. Right now, I have to address an issue. Looks like I need to add some food, right? So let's add some food. What this game does is, unlike some management games where you would click on this and you would say add task, and you would say go there, you can divvy up your tasks by jumping in this Jeep. Bear with me, I am a terrible driver. Jump in this Jeep. Head over to your pen, your whatever you want to call it, your field, your dino habitat. And do it yourself. Now, there are criticisms that this game doesn't have a speed up or a pause feature. I would agree that we probably would benefit from a pause feature, but oops, what did I do? How did I do that? I exited.
Never lie, and
Whoops.
yours are
Oh, I right-clicked. Ha, funny. Anyway, I just did this task where I would normally maybe have sent them to do that in a prior game. Hello, little guy. Let's let that close before we open the other one. So instead of just assigning a task and waiting for somebody to do it, I did it on my own. This would be in instances where you feel there might be a lull in gameplay where you would want to hit the speed up button. The perfect example of how to do that, because by the time we got finished, we have almost a lot of money. Let's look at other things. So within your management of this game, you send people out to fossil sites and you dig them up, right? Pretty easy. And then you research these fossils, or you sell them to make a little bit of money, and you fulfill your genome. So as you fulfill the genome, you're fulfilling all of the DNA for said dinosaur. You can then splice other genes, which is what the movie's all about, into a genome that you don't have finished. So you're doing research here and there, and then you also have research for building upgrades, team upgrades, all of that stuff. Now you can see I have a lot of stuff locked. I just unlocked the third island through the playthrough route, where you get to X stars and then you unlock the island. This one gets unlocked as you reach 4 stars, primarily here, which is fairly easy. This would be your sandbox mode. You don't have to care about anything. Now, what I would tell you to do is I would tell you to go ahead and play through all of these so you unlock everything, so you could just dive in and make the best park possible. This game has significant replay value, specifically because you could try and rearrange things here. Now, that being said, there's probably going to be DLC that's going to add other things. I don't know if it's going to add any islands. It might add different dinosaurs to your collection. With the deluxe version, you have 41 dinosaurs available to you. And then I'm sure there's going to be more. They've already announced a little pack that coincides with the release of the movie this year that is free, according to the news I got. So be on the lookout for that. This game asks you to be creative in different ways than what you're used to in previous versions of whatever game they've released. Say Planet Coaster, where you have to be creative on how you do your park layout. Now, this was my very first park that I did on stream on Twitch, and it leads probably some to be desired, but I think I did a few unique things. I split my herbivores and carnivores, and I put a hotel in the middle. Kind of dangerous. But why are you out there? Let's get a team on that.
Asset transportation in progress.
That's kind of crazy. And we're not getting any alarms. Oh, I didn't know. I did not want to do that. I want to add a task. Are you kidding? I can't fly. What are you talking about? So this would be where you would send somebody out to,
adding task,
manage things for you, as opposed to driving or flying. What feeder is out? You're out.
Resupply
Cool.
request acknowledged.
So that would be an example of management. The example of driving would be killing time when you wouldn't otherwise, just to speed up time. One thing I would really love is pause, but I mean, it's neither here nor there. Just know that the game is going to keep going and you'll be fine. This game has a very nice balance between management task and eye candy. So eye candy, obviously driving around is a little bit of it. If we were to hatch a dino, let's not do it here because these guys are slightly more dangerous than the herbivores. Maybe I have one ready and I don't know it. Nope, no luck. No luck. Let's make that one. So as the eye candy comes out when you release a dinosaur, you're put into a camera much like this, and you get to see it roar and do some fancy things. Sometimes they do a little aggressiveness, but nonetheless, the eye candy is legitimately real. Oh, look. If you ever forget your commands, you have your commands down at the bottom left. Uh-oh, it's raining. A little bit of clipping there. I've driven through trees, but, I don't know if you could do solid trees. I don't know if it exists, the tech exists for that, where you just place a tree down. When you splice genes, you can create interesting things. So the other day we created a triceratops that had great intellect and some resilience, and it was fairly aggressive, which allowed it to survive in a group filled with lethal dinos. Velociraptors and Ceratosaurus? I don't know. I'm learning how to say dino names. They're definitely a thrill for guests. Basic premise, keep your rating up, more guests show up, you make more money. More money means more research means win the game.
Let's not argue over the small stuff. Looking at the big picture, this is a solid contract.
Thanks, George. I would agree. This is also a solid game. I would tell you to buy this game. I understand it is $60. I understand that it's a bit pricey. This game is available on PC, PlayStation, and Xbox. So there's a little bit of the console pricing. There's also licensing. Obviously, Universal needs to get paid. All that stuff. They did a lot of work on this game. This game is definitely worth the money. I also understand that if things are tight, throw it on your wish list and buy it when you're ready. I think this game is definitely a buy. I'm not going to harp on negative reviews. I think they're kind of silly. It's kind of obvious that people didn't play the game. That being said, if you enjoyed Frostpunk Surviving Mars or you enjoy City Skylines, this game is probably for you. if you look to Planet Coaster as being the end-all be-all creative where you can make anything to your heart's desire, you might not be satisfied with the level of creativity that is brought to this game. Creativity here is you have to plan your park and you have to manage your park. Let's release this dinosaur and we'll say goodbye. It might release. It might not. But until next time, my name is Ezilii. You can catch me over on Twitch. Catch me right here on YouTube. And... aw, what a pretty little one. Be good to each other, and have an awesome day.